Being introvert means not getting a job promotion, not getting noticed by people, being at the corner of the room all the time and nobody knows your name. Is that what you want to get being an introvert? Of course not. And in fact, you don't have to stay introverted all your life. You can adjust in certain circumstances. And in today's video, we're diving into how to be more confident as an introvert. These steps will help you tackle social events, have conversations with strangers, no problem, and walk into any room with confidence. Now, I used to think that I was destined to be an introvert forever, but that turns out to not be the case. Since I've changed, I will tell you how you can change too. I'm going to share 8 powerful strategies that help me build confidence, and make sure you stick around until the last point because I will share the resources and activities that has helped me the most. Let me tell you, I would not be as confident as I am today if I didn't do the things I will share later. So stay until the end, okay? Alright, let's jump in. The first step is really simple, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. Change your posture. People who lack of confidence tend to make themselves small, like crossing your arms, hide your hands on your pockets, on the back, stare at the floor. And what's in the floor? There's nothing. Why would you even do that? When you are confident, you stand tall, you walk with bigger steps, you wave with a big smile on your face, and you just lift your head up. Versus now I want you to practice to do this kind of behavior, to be more open in your posture. And it's actually called power poses. Like to be open like this, just this. Is being open, and it will feel kind of weird at first, but the way people see you will change instantly. And the best part, you will feel different too. You will feel much more confident by doing that. So next time when you are meeting somebody, say hi to them, wave to them with a big smile on your face, straight, and just be yourself. Okay, this next one is a mindset shift that will blow your mind. Your personality can change, absolutely no question about it. There's no I was born an introvert and that's it. If you keep thinking that way, you will stuck in a fixed mindset. But if you shift to a growth mindset, you will realize that you can change. Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about this in his book called Personality Isn't Permanent. He explains that your personality evolves based on your environments, experiences, and goals. So instead of being defined by your past, focus on who you want to become. It's like the future you that you should be focusing on. I used to think that I always going to be the quiet, reserved person in the back. But once I changed my mindset, everything changed. I became more outgoing, and trust me, opportunities starts to opening up. And that's not enough to keep you watching. Just wait until point 4 where I will show you how to practice confidence in new environments. That's where the fun begins. Elaborate on your replies. Now here's one of the biggest thing that holds introverts back, giving short replies. Yup, I've been there. If you are nodding your head or smiling right now, imagine you're on a date and someone asks, "Do you live nearby?" And you respond with just, "Yes." Awkward, so awkward. And then what? That conversation is dead. When you give short answers, it seems like you are either not interested in this person or you are hiding something. But here's how you can fix it. Starts by elaborating it. For example, instead of just saying yes, you could say, "Yeah, I live in Seattle. I moved here for university. I was living in New York before, and I really love the weather here." Now this person has much more to work with. He can ask about New York. He can comment about Seattle weather. He can talk about you. So many things. Now with this, you literally open a door full of conversation. And bonus tip, share a simple story. Even it's like a random as like, "Oh, sorry, my car broke down when I came here." Or, "Sorry, I just had to do something in the grocery store. I was buying this honey that I'm gonna make cake later." Just share some stories. By doing that, you will have other people asking questions. And boom, you are in a conversation. Unmold yourself in a new environment. Alright, let's talk about changing up your environment. One of the biggest challenges for most introverts is feeling stuck in their identity that others have been given to them since so long. Like, "Oh, you've always been so shy, you are the quiet one always." And think about it, if you suddenly become so cheerful, what is the first thing that they will think about you? They will think that you are acting weird. But here's the thing, if you want to practice, you should practice in an environment that nobody has the perception about who you are. So you are just like neutral in their eyes. Like if you go to grocery stores or somewhere where you can meet new people, just practice being more outgoing. Practice to greet them, to say, "Hi, how are you?" Like that. Smile, loud, and confident. There's a one thing that worked for me in the past because I was basically so quiet a lot of time, but I had to push myself, and guess what I did? I basically went to a networking event, and in networking event, that was very shocking. Okay, imagine you are an introvert, and once you step into the room in that networking event, people are like full on talking to each other, like very passionately, and you didn't know anybody. What would you do? That was the scary moment, but that helped me to grow. And guess what? I was so nervous, I don't know what to do. The next person who came into the room, I just said hi. I don't know who he was. I just said hi. How are you? What do you do? And we start to talk. And I started to get more confident because after I've done talking with this person, I go to the next closest person or any person that I find interesting out of so many people in the room. So I just came up to them, talked to them, and that's how I built more confidence. And now when I go to a networking event or any event like that, when I didn't know anybody, I can just sit next to this person and just say hi and then talk for like 15 minutes, and I know who this person is, what he does for work or for maybe study, and then where he was coming from, why he came to this event, and the family, everything under 15 minutes. And that even without any thinking, no overthinking, just to have a conversation. That proves to work. If you had a chance, try to push yourself in new environment like networking event. That surely will help. Compliments and greet people. This is a confidence tip that is so easy to do. You are basically greet people first instead of waiting to be greeted, and give compliments to people. Anything that you see this person wearing that you like, or the aura, like, oh, you're so bright, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, your jacket looks so cool, man. That's all the compliments that you can give. And also, here's the thing, a lot of introverts like to wait until people say hi to them and just flip the script. Now, next time you see anyone, smile, wave first, confidently, expect that they will wave back. So you don't have to be worried about, will he say hi to me? If he didn't hear, say hi louder. Get him reply. Just hi. And guess what? What is the nature when you see somebody do that to you? They will do it back. Don't worry about it. Next time, you know what you should do when you meet a person. What are those things? That are greet them first and give them compliments. Keep that in mind. Focus on other people, not yourself. Now, here's where things get a little bit more deep. I used to be guilty about this one, focusing on myself much more than other people. I always be thinking about me. Do I sound weird? Do I look good? Is this correct? Did I say the wrong thing? Everything is like me. What could go wrong? And that is not the right mindset to start with. Okay, push that away, get that off of you. And this will especially help when you want to do some kind of presentation where you will talk to many people at once. You don't want to worry about you, but you want to worry about, are you giving them the values that you actually want them to understand? That is the key point right there. Of course, if we are talking about giving like a speech or a presentation, practice will make it more smoother. So more practice will make you feel more confidence the next time. The first, the second time, the third time, don't worry about it. It will be bad. I get it. I've been there. And see yourself in the 5th, the 10th, you'll do much more better because you did practice. And throughout that practice, you should always keep in mind to focus on other people and not you. So what about conversation? Maybe one-to-one. What you should do is you also should not worry about yourself. Like, don't worry like, is my hair like, ugly? Or like, is this outfit right? Or do I smell good? Don't think about it. Think about other people. Like, oh, focus on this person in front of you. Like, oh, I really like your hair. Try to observe what is the unique thing that you can compliment, and then ask them questions. Like, let's say you meet this person in an event. How did you know about this event? Like, start with something simple or basic questions to know this person. Like, what's your name? Where are you coming from? And they will start to tell story, and that's how the conversation can go deeper into like the things that you both are interested to talk about. Don't sell yourself short. As introverts, we often sell ourselves short. We have tons of skills and abilities, but because we don't talk about it more than the extroverts, we often think that we don't measure up. And here's the thing, if you know your stuff, own it. Stop saying like, I think, I feel. Just say, it is what it is. Yes, it is like this. And please cut out the filler word. When you are giving presentation with a lot of ums and uhs, what would people think about you? They will think that you are not very confident. And that clearly is not the thing that you want want them to think about. Do the opposite. Just exclude the ums and us, and that will take practice. Remember not to sell yourself short. If you are confident about it, just say it. And there's also a trick in the tone that you should use when you are talking. So imagine like you are talking by giving a period at the end. What is the example? Dr. Benjamin Hardy's book about personality isn't permanent is so good, and that is with a period. You see, like at the end, I like put the emphasis on it, and it's just like flat tone. And don't do the mistake like doing the question mark tone at the end. It will make you sound not confident. It's like Dr. Benjamin Hardy's book about personality isn't permanent is a great book. Avoid that. Practice public speaking. And finally, the ultimate game changer, public speaking. I know, public speaking. You will think like, hell nah, that is my nightmare. That is the nightmare of every introvert in this world. But hear me out. Many people who are currently the best speaker, the host in YouTube, in TV shows, many of them are introverts. And guess what? They became so confident as a host because they practiced in the past. They had to went through all the things, all the worries, all the anxieties being in the person who speaks. Let me give you an example. Louis House. You think he always started being so good? In fact, no. He started like in a Toastmaster in a club where you can practice without being judged, and instead they will give you some positive feedback for you to improve next time. Also, I really love Danlock. He also talks about motivational stuff, and he also talks about sales. Danlock now is so confident when talking to other people, but here to the story. Before, he was so insecure of his English. He never talks to anybody, always just quiet and getting bullied. But Toastmasters, they changed him to be more confident and to know what to say and what to not say. And for me, I also followed their steps. I basically tried to go to Toastmaster, and here's my story briefly. Basically, on the first time when I went to the Toastmaster, they will do their thing, right? Some people will speak, and like 10 to 20 people just like listening to it and take notes on the things to improve, and will give this paper to this person so later he can read when he arrives at home. And knowing that helps this person to improve. And I was in that position too. On the second visit, I decided to speak. All people were like, this person is so brave. You're so brave. Good for you. But they don't know. I was struggling. I want to be good at talking to people. That's why I pushed myself. And long story short, after the 5th speech, I became more natural. I decided to even volunteer to speak without any preparation. That happened because I did the practice. So can you. I also want to point out Dr. Benjamin Hardy's advice. Focus on your future self. Your future self will thank you for every time you practice public speaking. And trust me, this is where the magic happens. Okay guys, so those are the 8 strategies that help me to become a more confident person. And I know they will work for you too. Keep practicing, and remember, it's all about growth. You are not stuck being shy or introverted forever. And don't forget that my last point was a huge one. Public speaking. It will change your life. Don't afraid and give it a try whenever possible. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. Don't forget to click the video over here. I will talk about how to grow as an individual, and also hit that subscribe button. See you on the next video.